chop videos up because, you know, we didn't have what you guys have now. It wasn't everything synced up. We had to record everything on Audacity, then link the audio up later for commentary. We did that manually, but now you guys get it a bit easier nowadays.
A little bit.
We've come a long way. We can go a lot further with your help. So please subscribe, please follow, and let us know that we're on the right path.
I think we're on the right path to be watching another match. It's going to be BearFortress.
BearFortress. What kind of name is that?
I think it's a pretty cool name.
I like it.
I think it's a pretty cool name. He's repping the glue tag versus Erasmorpheous.
Okay.
Erasmorpheous, he's been dabbling in a lot of other Smash games, but I'm noticing more and more that he seems to be drifting towards Melee, which...
Yeah, I actually was talking with Wobbles earlier. He said, that he was pretty solid and redacted, actually. But let's see what BearFortress can do. I think Falcon mains usually have those weird names. I'm going to give a shout out to a guy from Long Island. One of the guys I trained a little bit, but he's an up-and-comer out from there, named Boat Mode.
Boat Mode.
It's pretty godlike.
I really dig that. So in this matchup in particular, the primary interaction is, what do you think it's going to be? For me, I'm thinking it's going to be about how Falcon deals with and evades the shine in order to get grabs.
I mean, Falcon's biggest fear in this matchup is going to be the Nair. Fox takes up so much real estate. It gets rid of a lot of his hitboxes. It's a solid trade. Falcon usually wins if he's playing a bit more reactive, if he's letting Fox hang himself. But it's kind of hard to let Fox do that when Fox has to leave. Falcon's going to be forced to approach, and when it comes to normals, Fox wins it. You have these solid back airs up tilt that'll cancel a lot of these approaches. So it's going to be a lot of the bait and switch. Especially if Falcon can get a nice jab reset, get a tech chase going here and there. Especially this percent, he gets a stomp, gets an edge guard situation. That's not the right option at that point. That was. I guess, he was expecting to go to the ledge, but in that situation, you cover more options by going for an up air. But, these are things you learn over time, these situations that you learn.
Very true. Back air is going to take the first stock in Erasmorpheous' favor. And you can see BearFortress really fishing for that knee. Doesn't quite find that sidestep preventing it, but he does get a nair for his troubles.
And also, you see that BearFortress giving the ledge for free, and that's not the best option. One thing I do want to see about BearFortress, and a lot of Falcon mains in general, especially in this matchup, retreating nairs. Retreating nairs, you're trying to fish for that trade when you see that Fox approaching with a dash attack or with a nair. Trying to get that trade. It's a really good option. Raptor Boost, good stuff to punish. Not something you want to use in neutral too often because it's huge punish afterwards.
Yeah, it's definitely good, I think, as a mix-up, as a surprise card in your back pocket.
I feel like it's something that you want to use when you're, he just eats a knee to the face. That's an easy edge guard. But especially when you're coming in from the outskirts stage towards center stage. I feel like that's when Raptor Boost shines the most. You time it properly, you can cover about 3 or 4 different options with it, but it's not something you want to throw in neutral woolly just any time.
Oh, I mean, he's still finding some success with it. That was like some pretty tricky movement.
That's a good option, but...
Yeah, and I think if he had maybe found an up air after that, it would have confirmed.
Yeah, he didn't DI away from the knee, but he eats a knee there. It just looks like that, but hey.
And I mean, after taking the first stock, Erasmorpheous really struggling, losing 2 quick stocks. That time, avoiding the Raptor Boost. Let's see how good the punish is going to be.
Yeah, that wasn't the best Raptor Boost, but that wasn't the greatest punish. We have to talk about playing reactive. Sometimes a lot of players just play too hard for the read. Just react or just try and cover more options. That time he could have covered the roll towards center stage, but he expected him to go to the outskirts. You want to hold stage position. That's one of the tenets of fighting games. Stage position is such a crucial thing. And again, we're seeing a lot of these stomps, but we're not seeing attempts on jab resets. There's that retreating knee, but he just messed up, and he whiffed, but okay, we'll take that.
Yeah, we take those apparently.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think he was maybe holding down a little bit too much to avoid.
He was DIing in, and that's probably part of the thing with Battlefield. If you don't know how to recover properly from the stage, it's a wrap for you. It's something that a lot of players need to practice, just those tiny things. Everyone practices, their punishes. They practice their tech skill. That's part of things you have to practice, your recovery. There's a difference between winning and not losing. Having good recovery, knowing your options, being able to mix them up, that's will help you not lose.
How do you feel about the counter pick? Because I know Falcons like S2J absolutely love this stage.
Oh yeah, I know. Personally, this is a stage that I enjoy. I really, really like having the opportunity to run around more. Falcon, he has such great horizontal mobility. This is a stage that lets him just do huge with that. And Fox, we haven't really seen a semblance of a laser game from Eris here. And, sometimes that's what Fox has to do. You have to play the long game. It's not about, getting these huge combos back and forth. It's about racking up every single percent. That's one of the biggest advantages of playing a space animal. You are threatening percent, which is threatening advantage at all times just by using your gun. And it's something that this Fox has been doing here.
And not only that, you touched on it at the very beginning. You mentioned that for BearFortress to be successful, he has to play on a more reactive style. And essentially, by using the laser, it forces you to some extent to approach.
Yeah. So you can't play from behind when you're doing that. But on this transformation, I do like it as Falcon. You get a lot of different tricks by using the tree to cancel the ledges and whatnot. But that's something you don't want to do. Falcon's up air covers so much real estate, and that time you just ran to a knee. You don't approach, you just bide your time. You think of your opportunity, because again, you're just running into it. You're asking to be up aired. You're asking to be punished. You are giving him it for free. Don't do that. Take your time. You have so much clock to eat up.
Well, let's see if Erasmorpheous can maybe switch things up, be a little bit more careful. So far, off to a pretty good start. Loved that quick up tilt there just to pop him up. Didn't quite enjoy the follow-up nearly as much. Back air, the second one's probably going to do it. Easy edge guard. Yeah. That's going to be in stock.
The reason the up tilt worked was because of the timing of the dash attack. It was an early dash attack, and he's been mixing the timings. Usually, a lot of Foxes will do later ones just so they get to pass through, but it's an easier punish afterwards. Mix with the dash attack timing and the distance on it. It's huge if you're going to use it properly. But it's not something you want to throw out too often, especially because, well, it's a move that just should be crouch canceled. But, he's getting a lot of reads. But dash attack does come out pretty quickly, so it's a pretty good punish. Leads to a lot as well, so solid move to have in your inventory.
Nice, and he gets another nice read there. That up smash is going to put BearFortress on just one stock.
Yep, and that time he read that he was actually going to play for stage position. Now going back towards center stage, that's where you want to be.
I mean, that's kind of, I guess, a habit from BearFortress. We noticed that interaction earlier on the right side of the stage, and he rolled in, and Erasmorpheous called that out perfectly with that dash attack.
Yep.
Oh, let's see if he can just maybe seal out this set.
Well, I mean, this is Falcon. Anything can happen.
That's true. He's going against a character who has arguably the best punish game in the series.
Against him, yeah. You get a nice stomp, get into a jab reset, get a good tech chase. And, that's actually one thing that I'm kind of concerned about is this edge guarding. Hold ledge, make him recover, and figure out what to do from there, or at least feign it. You have a lot of different options to go for. And he's been giving him the ledge for free, but as we say, that punish game, okay, take your time, take the windmill up.
And it feels like to some extent Erasmorpheous might be getting a little bit antsy for this KO. You can see him throwing out a lot of smash attacks.
Yeah,
but
the smash attack, especially the F smash, it's great at edge guarding Falcon. Same with the down smash. Down smash, not quite as good, I would say. Forward smash reaches further out off the ledge and also still reaches pretty low, so it's usually the better option. Down smash, a lot of players will be able to tech, smash the item to the wall and tech. And then especially as Falcon, you just air dodge back on the stage. But this is a stage that I feel is pretty equal. It depends on how confident the Falcon is in his movement.
I think it also deals a lot with the style of player. Yeah. I've seen Foxes like Leffen utilize the large size of the stage and just really put on a lot of pressure with their lasers.
But that's Leffen's style. Leffen does no wasted movements. He understands that the laser is a huge tool. At the same time, what I liked already from the start of this was something that we haven't seen out of Eras. He's approaching with these grounded shines, and that's a huge tool. It's easy to confirm off of. It's a one-frame move. You can't go wrong with it. Only thing is, you have to be aware if Falcon is able to Raptor boost because he reels back at the start of that move. It's a really good punish, especially on techs and wake-ups. Good use of the down air, but again, he could have followed up with the forward smash afterwards and sealed out the stock.
Wouldn't be surprised.
A bit harder.
Wouldn't be surprised if he finishes off probably with a back air. I've seen him go for it a lot of times during this set.
And a lot of Foxes are a bit more, I would say they're a bit more anxious. They'll show their hand with the back air. They'll just stand with the back facing Falcon. And, that was advice I got from J-Man years ago, especially in doubles. Fox can win a lot of matches with two moves, shine and back it.
Go for that hard read that time. But
nope, you don't do it, you just react. He has to get up, you react to him. Look at the percentage. You can close it out pretty quickly if you get a chance. But that, you have to be careful. You have to know your percent, especially as Falcon.
That's true.
So I'm pretty sure that could have been a forward smash afterwards.
The one thing about percents in particular is, even though there was such a large differential, I feel like at any moment BearFortress could have taken that first stock right back. And look at him doing that right now with that down smash.
You know, that shouldn't have worked. I mean, he could have actually connected the down smash beforehand off with the grab alone, but the tech in place, no. I like using down smash as a tech coverage option, but usually just toward the edge of the stage.
Yes.
When it's able to cover everything. But hey, it worked for him there. And there we saw the retreating there, you know. And actually before that, we saw a little bit of a change. You know, we've been seeing a lot of these grounded approaches, a lot of short hop approaches. We saw a full hop there, and there's another one. Now, Falcon, you basically want to call it out, and you want to do these quick up airs, these short hop up airs to kind of cancel it out. Or even just the wave dash back. You know, a lot of players kind of forget that's an option. You don't have to anti-air everything. You just punish it after the whiff. Good trade. Not going to be in time. Oh, almost in time. He could have gotten a grab.
Taking the little follow-ups that we're seeing from Erasmorpheous more than anything else. Going a bit dash attack heavy, but it's still getting the job done to some extent.
It leads into a lot. It comes out quick. Only thing is you have to make sure you're not going to be punished for it, and this should be the stock.
Oh. Good. I like it. He made sure that he cleaned his plate there, which I really appreciate, especially after the tag.
You know, especially at that point, Falcon can recover backwards. There we go. Now we're getting back to the dash dance game. That's what Falcon has been straying from a lot here. It's kind of been a lot of just approaches and a lot of moves that have been thrown out early just to predict an approach. You know, to try and get it out. This should be a knee. Thank you, sir. We'll take one of those. I'll see you tomorrow.
And you bring up a really good point, because I feel like the dash dance is so critical to Falcon's neutral overall.
Yeah, you know, Falcon doesn't have as many tools as Fox. However, he does have the speed. He does have great mobility, and the dash dance, the movement options are what a lot of players tend to stray from. You know, it's like, I have to throw out a move, I have to throw out a move, I have to. You don't have to throw out a move at every instant.
Oh, that's true. And it, like you said before, it all goes to being reactive and having your punishes on point. And I think that if BearFortress can maybe tighten up his punish game a bit and play a bit more reactive, maybe a bit more dash dance centric, we could probably see a reversal of fortune. Nice, loving that knee.
Speaking of which, you know, he kind of lulled him to sleep there with the dash dance. He was dash dancing, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 character lengths away. Then he does a Meteor King, runs across stage.
Ooh, just barely making it back on stage. BearFortress not ready for that.
You have to ensure that with your back air. You have to. You can at least even go for an up air. And again, you know, he's been giving him the ledge for free, but that time he doesn't take it. There's that Raptor boost. You can't.
And that's the thing. Both players have, I think, this tendency to get a little bit antsy towards the later percentages.
You feel like you're under so much duress at that point. You want to collect the stock, because this is the last stock. You know, every trade at this point benefits Eras, and this is determining who keeps going on in winners. Okay, play it safe. He's going to come back eventually.
Ooh, ends up getting clipped by that side B whenever he's trying to set up with that wall of bears.
And now
it's looking
play it safe. You know, you don't have to get off the ledge immediately.
And that's such a tough part for Falcon whenever he's back in the corner, because he loses that ability to really dash dance.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can wave land on and you can do a couple different things. You can wave land off backwards, use your second jump to try and get to the top platform. You can Raptor boost back on. You can buffer a roll to get through and try and get back to center stage. See, and that's one thing that a lot of Falcons don't have. They don't have that killer instinct. When you see, reeling back, lightning's not going to strike there twice, buddy.
Oh!
But maybe third time's a charm.
If at first you don't succeed?
The second time you don't. Okay. But yeah, you know, when you're Falcon and you see that Fox is going to go for that, especially against a Falco as well, you have to go out there and challenge it. Okay, he still has a second jump.
Back air, that's probably going to do it. He's going to use that Falcon kick, get his jump back, but that easy edge hog means that Erasmorpheous is going to be taking it 2-1 over BearFortress.
He didn't sell that recovery well enough. He went for the fade back almost immediately. You have to sell like you're going on, then fade back. It's something you have to learn. It's a hard nuance to learn as Falcon with that recovery, because you have to sell it so well. You have to mix up with it. You know, sometimes you fade back, sometimes you go over, and you try and ledge cancel it or something like that, or you fall through the stage. You have to mix it up that way. But
bring it back to something that you said at the beginning.